Hello, welcome back to my Need for Speed Unbound performance builds. Today we are going to be looking at the Acura NSX from 2017. So for first things first, the engine, we are going to be swapping in the 4.9 liter V8 engine. For the parts, we have Pro Induction, Elite ECU, Super Fuel System, Elite Exhaust, the Elite Screw Supercharger, the Sport Nitrous, the Elite Road Suspension with some Super Brakes, the Elite Grip Tires with an Elite Clutch, the Pro 6-speed gearbox, the Elite Differential, and I have Super Nitrous Grip and Super Nitrous Drift set for my auxiliary. So the handling is 85% grip with steering sensitivity all the way up and downforce in the middle, and I have brake tap for drift entry. This will get you a very low top speed of 167 miles per hour, but it will also give you a 0 to 60 of 2.1 seconds. So you will be flying off the line. It also has a quarter mile of 9.5 seconds, and it has got a heck of horsepower and max torque behind it. Alright, so let's go smoke some AI and see how this thing will perform. Alright, so I chose this race for a couple of reasons. One, it has some long straightaways, so it'll show you if the top speed will be a problem in most of the races, but it also has some good turns in it, so it will show you how well this thing will perform in the corners, which is kind of the idea. So you hit the corners with this build, and then you can get back up to speed quicker than some of these other builds can, especially if you don't run into trees and stuff. So as you can see, they're just now getting around that corner, and I'm already gone from it. Oops. There's a parked car there. Don't run into parked cars. It's not nice. Look how much separation I've already put between us. Here's the thing, though. On races that favor top speed, this isn't going to be a great build. I'm going to tell you that right off the bat, just because it has such a low top speed. However, you saw earlier, if you were paying attention to the speedometer, that we actually broke the top speed of 167, I think, and we were doing closer to 170 something in it. Now this is the long, yeah, look, it's 174 right there, and I think the max was 167. But this is the longest straight on this course. So we just smoked through that. Granted, the AI is not a huge bunch of competition, but it is what it is. I have the AI set to the hardest difficulty, but you know, they can only do so much, and you can only do so much. Maybe if Criterion would make earning money quicker in online, I could build these things online and race them against actual people. But my money is so low in online right now that I'm not able to do that. Alright, enough complaining. I'm going to go hop into a different race and see if it performs just as good, better, or worse. Alright, so we're going to race a little bit of Getting High tonight and see how this one does. There's some pretty decent straights on this. It's got some off-roads, it's got some corners, so it's got a little mixture of everything in it. So this car does actually corner pretty well, if you don't run into cops or other cars for that matter. But this thing does corner pretty well. This corner right here, it'll be interesting to see how we, oh god, take it. Okay, that was pretty good. Granted, we were off-road for it, but we still made it around without crashing into any cars or doing anything crazy. So I am just so far away from these AI people right now. So right now I'm thinking this looks like a fairly good build. I'm just not sure how it handles online, because online is a completely different monster. You have people, darn it, you have people that really know how to build cars, and you have people that have no clue how to do it, or they're not using maxed out builds, so it's always a mixed bag online. The single player, it's pretty common that it's going to be you winning, but this car handles really well, and even though the top speed's kind of low, I do think it'll win you some races in multiplayer. Multiplayer is just, like I said, a completely different beast than what single player is. But I think it'll translate pretty well. The handling alone makes it worth it. The acceleration is just monster. Oh god. And yeah, I think this is a car that can win you races, provided they aren't based on maxing out your top speed, which there aren't a lot of those in S-Class, but there's enough that you got to be sure that you're not going to be doing nothing but top speed races versus doing things with corners. If you have races with corners, this is going to get you up to speed so much faster than other builds will that have higher top speeds. If you're running a race where you're not constantly going to be hitting 190, 200 miles per hour, this is a very viable build. However, if you're going to be running those races that do have you hitting those top speeds quite often, you might want to look at a different car for those races. Either way, check this car out. Build it yourself. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Smash that subscribe button. Hit the like button. And I will see you in the next one.